Okay. It started. We started. Hey, wait, let's do a couple tests. Yell.
Yes. Should I be closer than I am right now? Probably.
Yeah.
Hola, me llamo Steven.
Okay, that was a good intro. So, hey, Steven. How's it? I feel like I should turn off the air conditioning. I could totally hear it.
Soy de Ohio, específicamente Cleveland. O si...
As you guys can hear right now, Steven is a Latina connoisseur. Steven loves Latina chicks. He couldn't stop talking about them. I'm like, dude, this is supposed to be about creating content. He's like, yo.
You hate it. I'm back.
He's like, actually, you didn't even see it. Nothing happened. They didn't even see it because they were just looking at me. It was just on me.
I'm back in business.
Just on me this whole time. Okay, so let's talk about... It sounds good. It sounds great. Let's talk... Well, introduce yourself, because the first time we did this, the shit didn't work. Didn't work at all. Because it just...
Are we still testing this, or are we good?
No, we're good. We've been going. We've been going.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm going to start it, but we're in. We're fully in. We're live.
Okay, just making sure, because I was like, I've just been going.
How do I look? Okay, good. Pretty good.
Is my camera good after it fell over? Is it still on me, or did it knock on me? Okay, I should probably maybe this or something.
We could move it a little bit,
Dude, we can move it in here. Oh man, what's going on? Yo. I don't know.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this podcast, the Carsky podcast. I'm here, Steven. This is Steven.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Yo. Why don't you okay, so we did this before and it didn't work. Just like it happened with okay, so you're the Everything Must Go podcast.
Yes.
They are the Ill-Advised and Unprepared podcast. Your name is
Jerry. We're gonna get into this again.
No, his name's Steven. Introduce yourself really quick.
Yo, my name's Mark. No, my name's Steven. This is the second time I've been on this podcast. The first time it didn't work out so well, but we're back at it again.
Sorry.
You can find me, Steven Russel B. That's Steven with the V, not that PH trash. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, all the great places on the internet.
So what do you do on the internet? Like for people to just, what's your elevator pitch?
Sure. I would say what I do on the internet is I like to tell the truth about things. So I pretty much go into any topic, anything that I've experienced. Instead of giving you like the bullshit, I just like get right to the point. Like the truth about moving to Chicago. You want to know what it's like? Hear it from me. As someone who's not from Chicago, moved here, here's what it was like. I like just talking about my experiences, like getting to the point. And then I do a lot of live streams where I connect with my followers and they ask me anything. And
yeah, a lot of live streams. That's like your fucking thing. That's your jam. Like you're the live stream guy. Like if I was to go like, hey, Steven, be like, live stream guy?
Yeah, pretty
the guy
much.
who's on live stream all the time. Be like, yep.
I think it says on my Instagram like a lot, something about that, or it did for a lot, like IG live guy or something.
That's what you said that on there?
Yeah, it actually said like IG live guy for a while.
Nice. So do you see that as like a super beneficial? Like that it's always a net positive every single time?
Oh, 100%. I mean, here's the thing with live streams is, especially doing it on Instagram, it's a total crapshoot in terms of who's going to show up. Because a lot of times I literally just go live at a random time.
Yeah.
But the reason why I started doing it was because, one, it's really easy to just like go live with another person because you can turn it into a split screen.
Yeah, you scared me that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was so high and like me and Lauren were just like talking shit to you. And then you're like, you should invite me. I was like, oh!
Yeah, that's all. I'm like, you gonna talk shit? Here you
I was like, I could be naked. I would if I wasn't just like, I had no idea what was coming.
Yeah, I'm like, say it to my face.
Yeah,
but pretty much every time I go on the train, I just see people on Instagram all the time, and I'm like,
yeah.
Well, you get a like everybody gets a notification when I go live, so I'm just like, it's just free like press every time for everybody who comes on my IG page.
That's a good point.
And so I'm just like, it's really easy if someone's just chilling, be like, oh, why is this guy's going live right now? A lot of people don't go live on there too, so.
Yeah, and people eventually would probably just be like, oh, fucking check it out.
Exactly, dude.
Do you think people would eventually just like start unfollowing just because of all the notifications?
Oh, 100%.
Like,
but my thing is like, I like that because I'm like,
weeds out the losers.
Here's the thing. If you don't like me, that's fine. But at the same time, like I want it to get to the point where you see so much of me, you're like, all right, fine, I will check this out. And if you hate it,
I feel that.
So be it.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Why not?
So speaking of like you did the Chicago stuff where you like you tell the truth about it, right?
Yeah,
so like that was like one of your biggest videos recently, right? Was So have you had the thought of like, man, should I just do like a lot of this content? Of like,
yeah, so I've been making a lot of content about Chicago recently because just like people like when I talk about Chicago, and I'm like, sure, I'll talk about it. It's really easy.
Yeah.
So every week now I release like one Chicago video, and then I try to throw in some other videos and some content too. But
that's a scary avenue because I was talking to this one YouTube creator in LA, and he was doing like just talking about like all video games, like Call of Duty, he was like playing video games and shit, and then like one Batman video took off, and all he does is like Batman,
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
content now. And I was like, yeah, for me it was like 90 Day Fiance, and like that's all I do now. So I was like, oh shit, they do Chicago's, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, I know.
It's like that's like the trend, because you're like, fucking might as well. Like,
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and when I see you, and we've talked about this before, like how you kind of feel like you get trapped almost doing something for a little while, because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's obviously tolerable. Otherwise, like you wouldn't do it. Like you
Yeah.
like doing it, but
Yeah.
there comes a
It's
certain
better
point
than
where you're
anything
like,
else.
you want to branch out a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
So that's something that I like to mention, because it is one thing I don't want to be locked in. That's why I
Yeah.
think it's good that you have multiple YouTube channels and you do multiple things other than just like Wineboxpapi
thank
stuff.
fucking God. Yeah, because I need to figure out I still don't want to do 90 Day Fiance shit as much. I'll still do it.
Dude, I totally feel that though.
Yeah. Because like, well, I got to probably get the Patreon up too, though, because like, that'll probably help with me just being like, I don't care. Because I'm doing it too much thinking about money and shit.
But I mean, it's like a real thing, because as much as you want to just do what you want to do, there
Yeah.
is a certain point where it's like, you need to make money, or like you need to find a way to get people to care about what you're doing.
Yeah, but then like also with like making like original content, it's like, oh, should I? Like, I'm scared. Like, what if it's like not good? Like, I don't like it. You guys should all like it though.
Is that something that you do think about like pretty regularly? Like, I want to branch out and do something, but I'm worried about the
Yeah.
people's thoughts.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely. just because like I know that they would like. So what I've seen is like a fan base will react. They'll act how you act. So like if you are like a picky asshole,
Yeah.
like they're gonna be that to you. Like if I'm nitpicky, so like if you do anything that's kind of cringy, like they're gonna fucking jump down your fucking throat about it and just go in.
Dude, I could see that from like your followers too, because they totally are just like, they rip on people, and they're yeah, I can definitely understand it.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh fuck. But like fuck it. I mean, like that's the only way to like get it. I feel like that's the only way to like be better, because or else it's gonna be the same fucking shit all the time.
Well, exactly, like reinventing yourself. Is there anything that you've done recently where you were really nervous to put out because you were afraid of the reaction?
No, never. Not even fucking close. I couldn't imagine. No.
Dude, it might be time to push it with some crazy shit.
I agree, man. I don't know. See, I want to. I just gotta look. Yeah. See, because it's like you gotta put in. My problem right now is like putting the time towards it, of like the mental thought, and of like executing it. Because like I know fucking how much it takes to put it. You have to put it into a fucking video. I'm just making excuses. I just don't know what to do. I guess I don't know. Like I do know where to start, but then I'm also like, I think the biggest part is I'm just like scared of making it and then it being like terrible. That's probably it.
Well,
Yeah.
you've talked about before in the past where you pretty much post everything that you do. Is that still
Yeah.
kind of the case?
Yeah, I haven't made we haven't made anything that I haven't posted. Except for one Fortnite gameplay video. Totally did not post that shit. I showed it to somebody and they're like, that's the worst fucking video I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, thanks for the honesty. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty quite a bit. So
Well,
or else if I posted it, then it could have been terrible.
Do you feel like you have people that you can go to for like honest feedback on stuff? I'm just as someone who's been doing YouTube for a while.
I have no idea. No, I don't know.
Let's test it.
No, that's probably gonna go with it. That's probably no then, right?
Probably.
Yeah, if I have no idea, then it's probably no. Because like, I feel because I really can't trust my fucking mom's opinion. Because like either it's super good or like she'll tell me to like not swear as much. Like if you give me bad advice like that, I'm never gonna fucking listen to you ever. So like, well, because it's also bad. Like who would I trust? You know?
I don't know.
Like if that's what. Well, I ran up trying to go down my list, like my girlfriend, but does she know what they fucking want to see? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's the tough part too.
yeah, it's like so. I don't know, but that should be good. To be like, hey man, how's this?
Dude, is that an ice cream truck?
Yeah,
Dude, there's an ice cream truck.
yeah,
Like at this hour, isn't that weird?
yeah.
Dude, that seems real weird. Why is there an ice cream truck? We're gonna go out there and get it.
You want to go?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't. But damn, dude.
Should I switch that? Should I have the
that it?
camera not show? Should I have this not showing you this? Because I see you keep looking at it. I think I'm gonna switch it. Look at fucking Gengar. I could see your eyes darting over them like, you narcissistic fuck. Because I would do the same shit. Whenever I would podcast and I would see myself, I would be like, I gotta turn this.
Dude, it is honestly really hard to not look at it because it's like it's right there.
Yeah, and I want to get like a bigger viewfinder monitor thing for my camera. I'm just gonna be staring at myself the entire time.
Yeah. But I totally get it because like I'm so highly critical of like everything that I do. I'm always watching this like any little subtlety that I do. I'm like, I hate how I did that with my hands. I hate how I did that with my
really?
fingers. Oh, all the time, dude. It's like really bad.
I'm not like that at all.
I'm super critical of that stuff.
Like, give me an example. Like, in a video, like, you'd be like, man, why'd I do the jazz hands?
Yeah, like, okay, so this comes down to something maybe like a year ago or something that Brandon, my co-host on the Everything Must Go podcast, he had mentioned that I talk with my hands in my videos, and he's like, I could kind of see someone being distracted by that. And I was like, no, like, no one's going to be distracted by it. But the thing was, I don't know if anyone would be distracted by it, but the thing is, I didn't even notice that I did that. I always do that. But it was one of those things where I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, but you're like Italian.
Exactly. That's the thing is like I analyzed it for a second.
Hold your hands down?
Yeah. I thought about it for a second. I was like, should I try to change this? And then I was like, no, I shouldn't.
No, that's yourself. See, because like people are like that. People say this thing up there is annoying. I'm like, you fucking live. It's sick, okay?
Dude, I love it.
It's fucking tight.
I honestly love it.
Like they said during during one of my podcast videos, I'm like, you don't even gotta look at the fucking video. Fucking close your eyes. Like imagine.
Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. That's what I'd say.
That's interesting though. That he'd be like, hey, you talk to me.
Well, here's the thing. I do think when it's annoying sometimes when people give criticisms on things when you're like, why are you giving me criticism? But I do take things that people say and like I analyze it for a second and I'm like, is there any truth to what they said?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'm like, no. But sometimes I'm like, okay, there's a little bit of truth to this.
Oh yeah, instantly. Like I'll instantly, that in the same exact way. But I feel like it's super easy to tell though. I don't know, because I feel like most people don't know shit.
No, they don't. That's why you can't take, especially, dude, on YouTube, like comments that you get, like you can't take them too serious because it's like, all right, man, the fact that people take the time out of their day, I never comment on YouTube videos. It's rare. I'll comment on like my friends' YouTube videos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like some people write these like whole novels to just bash you, and you're like, all right, man.
Yeah. So they on the with the fucking other YouTuber dude podcast guys out here in Chicago, they asked me about like what I do with like bad comments and stuff, like negative comments.
Yeah.
What do you do when you get like negative?
It depends on what it is. I'll either write a sarcastic comment or I don't say anything. It depends. It depends if I want to feed into it.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just like, I'm not giving them the time of day.
To me, it's like it depends. Like usually nowadays I'll just block them. I'll just literally just block them from the channel. I'm just like, I don't even need this negativity.
That's what I do when someone comes into my Instagram live and they're just like saying dumb stuff.
Cunt. Yeah. It's because I forgot how I like, but probably like just because like if you have a bunch of good comments and you still see that bad one, you're like, you motherfucker. Like, it doesn't matter. Like you're gonna get the little, you're just gonna feel it. It's a little bit.
What is like the repeating comment that you might get that is annoying? Is there like any overarching theme comment that you get that you're just like you're tired of getting from?
Oh my god, yeah. People are like, they tell me not to like pause as much, or like people will always try and like, you know who Sauceaholic is, the guy who also does like 90 Day Fiance videos. They'll try and like compare the but like in such a weird way. Like somebody would be like, they would say, and me and Sauceaholic are cool. Like he messaged me and shit, like he's tight. But like somebody's like, Sauceaholic's better because he doesn't have a setup in his apartment. I was like, okay, we're just reaching now. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Yeah, so people like bring up swearing, and like if they're like, this is why you don't get as many views or whatever, is because of like swearing and stuff. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, this shit's so fucking annoying. So like, yeah, when people try and like backseat YouTube and shit like that, I'm like, dude, that's so. But it's like everybody though.
Well, people always try to think that they know more about the stuff that you create than you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they know best. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you have this great thing going on.
Also, right now, everybody's going crazy because Myles isn't in the videos anymore, so they're going insane, and that's just, I'm just like, it makes sense, but I'm like.
But the real question is, how does Myles feel about this? Did you talk to him about it? Yo, Myles, how you feel?
Well,
Myles
he's dead, so some people think he's dead.
That's a good conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
It will be.
That's not Myles over here?
He's just his limp dead body. Lifeless.
Oh my god.
I wish. And it just flies around his carcass. Okay. So, like we said in the last one, like your creative partner is moving out to Chicago and you guys are going to be just killing it. Killing the game. When's he coming out here? I always ask this and I keep forgetting.
Yeah. So probably around like February 1st. So when my lease is up, we talked about like getting in the same building, like not in the same apartment or anything, but like in the same unit. We thought it'd be like kind of cool to
that's super smart.
Collaborate.
So like so compared to the content right now, like what's the increase of content going to be like?
like probably like 3 times, 4 times the amount because
shit.
it's gonna be way more. Because people always like talk about how I create a lot of content, especially considering how much I have going on in my life.
Yeah.
But like one of the things we'll be able to do is we'll be able to vlog everything that we're doing, which is something I'm really excited about. So on my YouTube channel, Stephen Russel B, we made a vlog of us in Minnesota.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
And I'm not like the biggest vlogger by any means, but I enjoyed doing this vlog so much that I'm like, you know, maybe I kind of like vlogging.
Vlogging is fun.
If I got cool stuff to do, like I kind of like vlogging.
Yeah, I agree.
And I did when I was in Minnesota because I was there for like 5 days a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And I had a blast. And we posted this video, and a couple people of my followers were like, "Hey, I really like that you did this. You should do this in Chicago." And I was like, "Ooh, this would be a great thing to do, especially because I make a lot of Chicago content. It's like a good overlap
definitely.
of the two of them."
See, like, I do vlogs, but I make people pay for them on the Patreon. So, patreon.com/Wineboxpapi if you want to support this podcast. So, motherfucking, no, that's dope though. So, like, do you do it off like your phone, or do you like bring like a big ass camera?
A lot of times, like when we were in Minnesota, we just did it off our phones because honestly, like I don't know if you guys check it out, but like, it looks pretty good on the iPhone 10s. Like, It doesn't look bad.
Absolutely, no, it looks so fuck. It looks good as fuck.
Like I saw it, and I'm like, this might be better than my like DSLR camera. Like it looks really good.
Yeah, I saw you upgraded recently, man. You went to the store, you copped some shit.
Oh yeah, Brandon had to get stuff. That's like what we went to go buy because. I have like some setup stuff at my place. He doesn't have anything, and he plans on making like some YouTube videos, and also it'd be nice to have multiple cameras and some of the stuff that we're gonna be doing. Like I have 2 cameras, but like the camera that he got's probably better than my second camera, so it's gonna be cool.
So does he have his like own separate like YouTube channel?
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, but there's not much content on it right now. He's like a couple like music things because for anyone who doesn't know, my co-host is a musician, so he's got like a couple music videos and stuff on there.
That's cool as fuck. So, like, how many videos are you guys putting out right now? So, like, what's 3 to 4 times the content? Like, how many videos is that? Is that going to be 12 videos?
Yeah, so a
week?
No, so the thing is, with our current setup, I do the only overlap that we really have right now, which is the reason why I said we can triple it, because the only things we actually collaborate on is one YouTube video a week, which is the podcast video version. And then maybe, then we have like the podcast that just comes out. And then I have a YouTube video a week, and then I have like maybe 1 live stream on YouTube a week, and then I do like 3 or 4 live streams on Instagram a week. So I think our collaborative efforts we could easily triple because we could do like 1 collaboration video a week.
Damn. Yeah, that's tight. That'd be awesome. So like, well, actually, the first thing that popped in my mind was like with the Instagram lives. Like, do you think that that's like the best? Is that the best use of your time, or is that like have you ever thought about that? Like, what's the best?
Dude,
like all the time?
I've been spending. I feel like because as somebody who has been like a failed content creator in the past and has just been someone who just like experimented with a bunch of different things to try to figure out what I wanted to do.
I feel that. Yeah.
I don't know that Instagram is really the best, but the reason why it's been something that I've done well with is because 1, not many people do it, so it's like less competition in terms of like the Instagram live space. 2, it allows me to connect with an audience that doesn't really. I know it's hard to believe that people like around our age demographic wouldn't watch YouTube, but you do meet some people. Like I have some friends. Dude, some of my best friends don't really watch that much YouTube. Like, don't understand the culture at all.
See, like I really only watch like Gary Vee and shit like that. So I feel like I don't really.
Yeah.
I would say like would consider myself like I don't know. I feel like I don't watch YouTube because when people like. But aside from like it's always on though, but it's like always like the same type of content type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, probably not to the degree of like never like these people don't ever log in, like they don't go on YouTube. Nothing. Dude, I was like that once, though, where I never even touched it.
Yeah, like they might like occasionally go on there, but my point is like the Instagram audience is way more casual. So like it gets people who are just casually on their phones that are like, what is this? They click into it and it's like, oh.
Well, what about with YouTube? What if YouTube Live would be better because of like you get paid on that shit?
I do YouTube Live.
Like, what if you replace all the Instagram Lives with YouTube?
So now what I've been doing is I do them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, I have more people who are paying attention on Instagram, but like now my YouTube is like starting to like pick up some momentum.
Yeah.
So now like more people are starting to show up to my YouTube. So I'm just like, all right. So I kind of overlap it's like not the most logical idea because like it feels kind of weird to have like a phone here and then use my.
And that's like super common.
But I think
even Chris D'Elia does that with his podcast.
Yeah, like it works. I mean, I get more questions this way and more things
it's
to talk about.
It's definitely the smartest option.
So that's what I've been doing. So and I get to save it that way because as I said, like saving it on the your phone. I just don't like it.
Especially with the front-facing camera quality and shit like that.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's fun though, because I connect with people, like different kinds of people from like, I don't know, that I would never connect to on YouTube that somehow find me, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah. And Instagram's more personal too.
Exactly.
It's like way more anonymous on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a
And they
lot
could
more
just be-
personal.
And they could be way more of a cunt on YouTube too.
Oh, yeah.
Way more anonymous.
100%, dude.
Yeah, people are like way more mean on YouTube. I'm like, you would never say that shit on fucking Instagram unless it was a fake account, you pussy bitch.
Yeah.
Because like one time somebody said something about my tattoo. They're like, your tattoo's ugly. And then I just went on their profile and they had the ugliest tattoos I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And I just made an Instagram post about it. So everybody was just commenting about it. It was so tight. But then they went private instantaneously.
That's a good point though about how Instagram is a lot more personal because people are way less tough on Instagram than they are on YouTube. They're just so savage.
Yeah, because I mean, you could see them on Instagram unless they're private. On YouTube, it's just nothing. Skater Boy 16's talking shit. Like I can't really just block that little fuck boy. Like
Skater Boy 16.
Yeah.
If you're out there.
Yeah, fuck you, dog. All right, so like what's the like goal of the whole channel? Like what is the goal of it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to just do some kind of combination of like how Joe Rogan has a podcast where he gets like really big guests, anyone he pretty much wants on there.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to do something like that, being able to do like skit videos and stuff, like pretty much just having a platform that I can connect with awesome creators, like people who I actually genuinely respect a lot.
Yeah.
Have a platform that they can all talk on, and be able to sustain myself on this platform.
Fuck yeah. So like what are you close to, like is a goal like trying to reach monetization? Like are you like how close are you to that?
So
currently?
I'm just about monetized on YouTube. I'm like probably like a couple weeks away from being monetized on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
But like in terms of everything else, I don't know. I mean, we kind of like are trying to figure out what the 2020 plan is because right now I kind of just want to ride out what we've been doing for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that makes
to just
sense.
build it up because like I'm not someone like I don't need the money. Like I have a good job. Like I don't need to like every other dollar I make right now is just like bonus money for me.
Yeah.
So and I'm lucky with that in the fact of like that I have that luxury. Like I'm well aware of that. But like for me, it is something that I can just enjoy building up the audience right now, not to be focused on the money, which is kind of nice actually.
Must be super fucking nice. Yeah. That sounds like a good time. People are probably like, this fucking Jew. I can't believe. God damn it. So like, is there like anything like you're trying to like revamp? Like, are you like, I don't know, like are you trying to like do a huge refresh for 2020? Like what's the like idea? Like what are you seeing this like a big, like this is the fucking year, man? Like, how like big steroid dudes before they work out, they touch each other's titties and shit?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, in 2020, a lot of things change because one, my podcast co-host comes into town, which is nice because not only does that help the podcast, but it's like another person who I'll be like right by to collaborate with on stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like it'll just be very convenient to do collaborations. And also, I'm probably going to move into a new space that'll be a little bit better for content creation.
Yeah.
So everything becomes a lot more convenient in 2020 than it is right now. Like, I have to Skype Brandon to do the podcast. Like it's not exactly the most convenient. And the fact is, like, we're making it work. And I'm just like, wow. And you probably get this all the time, or like notice this all the time. When there's more variables to content creation, like it doesn't get done. Or it doesn't get done very well.
See, that's something I noticed though, because like the best thing, like, because that's like the quickest barrier to entry. If you remove the barriers to entry of doing the content, because like if you just leave shit out, set up, it's so much easier than like having to set that tripod up, dude. How many times? Like my fuck in there, everything is just the same way. But I think everybody's like that though, most of the time.
You pretty much have to be. For anyone who's tried to do it another way, it's terrible.
I couldn't even imagine doing it a different way. I feel like there are people who are like, I just set it up every day. Some people probably have to because of like they live with people.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of got to do that with this though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like,
but this is like so much shit though. Like this would be like impossible. I could, but it'd be annoying as fuck.
You'd have to have like so much space, to have like another full space.
Yeah, I'd have to have this. This would have to be a separate space for this to happen. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome as fuck. Actually, I was thinking of getting like big like walls and putting them like right next to the table because I'm gonna start doing different content on the couch as well. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on the couch. I'm just buying shit, just trying to do shit.
Money grows on trees for this man.
Yeah, when you have a credit line, it does. Are you starting like any new series? Like, are there any new things in the works? Like, what's the next thing that's being spit out of the Brandon Steven / Jerry's machine?
Yeah, we're constantly talking about this. I know one of the big things we're going to be doing is like what we did with you last year, where we like interview content creators and people who are trying to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
We haven't really done that too much this year because it was pretty difficult to do that show while we both had full-time jobs and Brandon was in school and I'm doing all my content creation, and like it was really difficult to do that scheduling.
Yeah.
But next year we'll have a lot more time to do that because one, we'll be in the same spot, so there's no like other variables in that equation, and he's not going to be in school anymore.
Oh,
so it'll be a lot easier. So we'll be doing more of those, and then vlogging will be something, and then more like skit videos for fun will be kind of fun.
So like with vlog, like are you going to be doing consistent vlogs, or is it going to be just like for events? Like when something like this is happening, are you guys going to be like, let's go to the store. Us, me and Brandon in Walmart.
I'm glad that you say this because I think we're going to do a little bit of everything because I want to like record the creative process a lot because we have a lot of like, I mean, part of the reason the podcast started was because we were just having good conversations. We're like, we should just record this. Like, this is like good content. So we'll probably record a lot of those kinds of conversations, like just us brains. Pretty much my thought is I want to record everything. I want people to see our lives like unfold and like watch this adventure that
like
we're going
document
on.
instead of
100%.
create.
I'm
Gary
all about
Vaynerchuk
it.
says that all the time. Have you heard him say that?
Oh,
Documents
yeah,
we create. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And that's the kind of content I like when I like listen to music. I want to know about the band. I want to know like the backstories and these people. I just get really into this stuff. So for me, it's very genuine for me to want to do this kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then going to events too will be. It's like it kind of pushes me to go out, especially with making a lot of Chicago content.
Yeah. True. So okay. So what do you do? Like, what's your day like? So what's your free time? Like, how do you live your life? Like, what is it? What is the life of Steven?
So just my free time, or just like
give me the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Leave out the masturbation. It's most of the day.
Yeah. So my days are I pretty much work like 9 to 5 ish. Like that's around 9 to 5:30 ish is like my working hours. Then if we're talking like Monday through Friday, I book it home. So I get home at like 6 ish. I take like a pre-workout or have like a little snack, banana, protein bar. Okay. I decompress for like 15 minutes. That's like my only time all day I decompress because I call my parents on my train ride home. I go home, I decompress for like 15 minutes. I go to the gym. I work out an hour a day-ish, 45 minutes, somewhere in that range. Yeah. I grab food. I go home. Yeah. I do like social media stuff. Like I like look for new followers. I look for new stuff. I watch a little bit of content and I record my videos in the night / go live. And then I usually work until like 11, and then I go to bed. 11 to like 1, depending on the night, and then I go to bed, and I do the same thing Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I wake up, I have my call with Brandon, where we discuss what we're going to be doing this weekend.
Like right when you wake up? You're like,
we schedule usually for 10 o'clock at 10 a.m.
You roll over, and you're like, Brandon.
So I get a little bit...
like he's on FaceTime already, and you're like... And you like cuddle up, and you're like, hey, I can't wait till I'm with you, Brandon. You're going to be here soon.
Dude, pretty much just like that.
That's
but
cute.
like, I mean, there's been times in the past where I was, I have another friend who like a lot of times just calls me on like Saturday mornings. There's been times in the past
you
where I
pick
was
this shit up.
What?
You pick up the phone when people call you?
Dude, sometimes I'm just like
with your physical body. You're like, hello. Like they call you and you don't ignore that shit. I'm baffled.
You don't answer any calls.
That's my thing.
Dude,
I don't
that's
answer.
So funny.
I don't fucking.
I spend hours on the phone every single day, easily. Like not even work hours.
I spend hours ignoring the phone. Like, fuck. Like I'd be like, there's nothing you gotta say to me.
Why do you think you're like? Why? What's the like?
There's nothing you gotta say to me. There ain't shit you're gonna say to me on the phone that you can't text my ass.
That's really interesting. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised.
Keep it bussin'. Text me that shit. I'm fucking busy.
That's interesting.
Like if they call me right now, I'm like, what are you doing? Text me. If I'm working, I'm like, text me. You want me to take time out of my day?
Dude, that's so interesting because I like do stuff while I'm on the phone.
See, I could, but like it depends what though. Like, what do you do while you're on the phone? So do I. Like my mom calls me, like that's when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do laundry now. But I feel like I could do things. I only do menial tasks when I'm on the phone. Like my mom calls me, like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Gotta talk to this bitch. I'm just kidding, Mom. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. She's coming to see my place for the first time since she helped move me in.
Damn,
I've been
nice.
here since May. She
Nice.
refuses to fucking drive.
How far is it? Like,
Nut the fuck up. It's an hour. Sack up. She doesn't like to drive the expressway. And grow the fuck up a little bit, okay? You're 60 fucking something. That's old. What was I talking about? What was I saying? Oh, with people calling me. When she calls me, that's when I'll do menial tasks. But if I'm not distracted, because dude, this is weird. I'm getting really deep into my mind right now here. So like, my mind has to be distracted to do menial fucking tasks. Like I hate, like if you saw my fucking room right now, all my clothes are on the ground. Like from my whole wardrobe, because like I was like doing shit, and like I had to move it because I got to bedtime because I was working, and I was like when Lauren was over, so it got super messy. But now it's like everywhere. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, because I don't give a shit because like I could be doing like something else. But if I have to be like high or like distracted by something else to be able to do that, because I get so fucking bored so quick. So if I'm talking to my fucking mom on the phone, she distracts my brain and I can just do this shit. If I'm not, I have to like do something that's like totally worth my mental capacity, or else I'll just be so bored that I'll just lose my fucking mind.
I mean, I'm the same way. Like when I talk on the phone, I'm doing something else. Like today I was like doing laundry, like totally. I'm the same way with that kind of stuff. Cleaning the apartment.
Right. Yeah, see, I gotta make a regimen for that. Because I don't. I do. Fuck. See, okay, so your day. But yeah, I really don't pick up the phone, though. I fucking hate that shit. Sometimes I will, because like, I know a lot of the time that it's going to be like a robot if I don't know the number. So now I just pick up, hang up. I'm like, this is good. But, no, people just don't call. Like, they just know I'm not going to answer the fucking phone.
I mean, you.
Except I'll answer like my best friend. And then sometimes my friend Jamie. That's about it, probably. But like, so your day. So how did you come up with your day? Because that is a day. So I think when people hear that is, if you guys didn't hear, there's no video game time, right? There's no like downtime, no chilling. You're like, it's all productivity. Even the decompressing is an important part of the day, right? And you probably found this because you, like I said, when you said you call your parents on the way home.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's because you're like, oh, I gotta go home. I gotta be busy. I got shit to do.
Oh,
yeah, because you gotta fucking. I don't even know what the fuck decompressing means. You gotta do that shit. You gotta whatever that means, and then you gotta go to the gym. You're like pre-workout.
Yeah.
So like, do you think having the 9 to 5 helps that? Because you're like right in the zone of like you're already structured and working, and then you're on the train and you just keep that flow going.
Yeah, for me it does. It's like it depends on your personality type, but for me, I like the structure of a 9 to 5. I also like the money of the 9 to 5. For me, like it's something where it depends on how you are, but for me, I'm able to like save up and like bank some of that money so I can like buy some of my stuff for my creative endeavors, and it also just like it alleviates that one anxiety of my life of how am I gonna pay for this stuff.
Yeah, see, but like to me, when I think of like, I would rather have the anxiety of like, how the fuck am I would rather take out a fucking loan.
Yeah,
I'll do anything instead of get like a 9 to 5. I'll sell drugs. I'll sling coke.
but that's the thing is like knowing that about yourself. I feel like it's the big thing because like I know this about me.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Because
most people would
structure.
A lot of people would probably fight against the liking the 9 to 5 because they'll be looking around like, oh, it's pretty cool to be it's entrepreneur time. Like, put CEO in the Instagram. I don't know how I'll do that 9 to 5 shit. Exactly. So people might hear you and be like, like, do you even talk about how you have a job? Like on your shit? See, man, that people would probably like.
No, people don't even know. People all the time are like, what?
Damn, I wonder. Because like, I wonder if that could be like a little niche of you being like, yeah, I love my job. I'm just doing this shit because. Like, would you still want a 9 to 5 even after accomplishing monetization and replacing your income, or do you just have that just to alleviate the anxiety?
No, I mean, to be fully transparent, my ultimate goal is to be my own business owner. Yeah. Like I want to get to the point where I can sustain myself through either owning my own company and doing content creation to help the company, or doing content creation and creating a business to fuel the content creation. So like one of the two is like that's the ultimate goal, but I feel like I'm still in like the training. Like I'm still learning some things. I learn a lot from my 9 to 5. I learn a lot from my creative endeavors. I like that I'm right in both worlds. So like I'm around completely different personality types, and I love that.
Right. That's awesome. Okay. That's super self-aware. So like, do you think, have you ever like thought or dabbled with the idea of like what it would be like to replace if you just took off work and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to leave work for a year and see how much shit I can get done in those hours, that 9 to 5 hours throughout the week, if I could replace my income by the end of the year?
100%. Because I have enough money I could do that now. I've thought about it before. But
that's a lot of anxiety that you wouldn't.
Yeah. So the reason why I don't do that actually is because of my self-awareness and the fact of the days where I have nothing planned are not my most productive days. Like it's undoubtedly I do the best when I'm the most crunched for time. Like I've always been this way. It's like that's the reason why I enjoy being busy from the moment that I wake up to like 11 to midnight or something like that.
Right.
Because it's just like go, hustle. Like I love being in that. And if I took out the hustle I like getting ready, like getting on the train, like being a part of the hustle and grind, being around all these people, like that stuff fuels me. And then also like I love that competitiveness of like I'm the guy who has the 9 to 5, but I also hustle these motherfuckers too. Like I love that. Like I really do.
I guess that is kind of unique. No, I do feel that way though when I like explain about like my past of like I had the 9 to 5 while I was doing the YouTube shit and I was going to school. I was like,
yeah.
You hear that shit, son? Yeah. That's kind of tight. Yeah, man. Because like I don't like I used to have like okay, so like I love that as well because like, if I don't plan shit though. Like I just kind of like I don't know. Some days I could like wake up and be like, we're fucking going. And then some days it's like not. Mm-hmm. But like I used to be able to just, I guess I gotta get like the momentum back of like so like yours is like, because I hate like not doing shit. So,
dude, it's back.
The ice cream truck is back, bro. How you get that much business this late at night where you're like, this is worth my time?
Dude, I have no idea.
That's wild. But with the crunch for time, I feel that so hard because I'm like, because like it's like the best when you have like, I don't know, because like you feel the, what is it, the urgency? Is that what you like, the urgency of it?
100%. I love the adrenaline.
I feel like once I got my like anxiety and shit fixed, like 'cause I was talking to like back when I was doing like talk therapy, they're like, I was like, I miss the urgency. He's like, that's the only good part of anxiety, man, is the urgency. I'm like, let me get that shit back, man. Because like now I'm just like, I don't feel like I have to like, I don't feel like I have to. I don't know, it's weird. But I still do it though. But not as much with the quickness. But I feel like that would help, like with the hustle and the bustle of everybody else, like getting that energy from people, especially on the train and stuff.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, as I said, like everyone's a little bit different. Like from my perspective, I mean, I would love to do like all the content. I mean, you do content creation all the time. Like I would love to get to that point, and I do think that for me, my biggest anxiety in it would be, how the hell am I going to stay like this energetic when I'm not injecting myself in an environment that's constantly hustle? Like I think, especially before you move to this city, like I don't know how you did it, to be honest with you. I that would be where I struggle. I'm a super like self-motivated person, but one of the things I struggle with is like self-energy in terms of like knowing how to utilize my time if I'm not in a hustle and bustle. Like I don't know how to do it.
Oh.
So I don't know. I'm actually interested. Like tell me about your day. I feel like your day is even more interesting than mine for sure.
All right. So fuck. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I should tell you like my ideal day or like.
Give us both.
Damn. See, this is tough.
Best and worst case scenario. Let's hear it.
Oh, well, the worst. The worst case scenario is terrible. Right? If I'm like being a depressed little faggot, then I just won't get out of bed. I'll get out of bed like 2 p.m. I'm gonna smoke some weed, have like some toast. This is just if I'm a depressed little faggot, then I just won't create content and it's just the worst shit ever. But if I'm like good, like this is like the ideal day would be to like wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I would eat coffee, FaceTime my girl, and then I would create the YouTube video. I create 3 YouTube videos in a row. I would create 2 to 3 podcasts. I would transport all of those while smoking weed as a little celebration. I would eat lunch while I'm uploading those. I would edit one, send all the thumbnails to my intern for her to work on. And I would make the thumbnail for the one I'm going to do that day. Upload everything, and just depending on what time that is, if I'm like sluggish or whatever because of my weed, it depends. The best idea would be to go to the gym right after that. But this is like an ideal day, right? So like let's see, I'm trying to think of like what my day is going to be like Tuesday. All right, so this is what my day is going to be like. I'm going to wake up at like 10 o'clock. I'm going to eat. Maybe FaceTime. It's probably just gonna be like a little bit later, and like then I feel like during the day I will get. Nowadays I'll get not distracted, but I'll get somewhat like overwhelmed with like what I should do next, because like there's so much time in the day where I'm like, okay, now what do I put forth my effort into? Because like I can get a YouTube video, like I could do those 5 videos. Be energetic and it's just flowing, just no effort, just beautiful, just poetic, just speaking the gospel, just and then like after that's done, like I'm still ready to go, but I don't the thought of like what I should do next will like overwhelm me, to be honest. Because I'm like, all right, I could fold all that fucking laundry right now.
Yeah.
Or I could write for stand-up, or I could start thinking about what skits I should do, or I could like read, I could watch some podcasts, I could watch skits, I'm like, then it just starts snowballing into like doing nothing sometimes. And that's the part that I'm trying to miss or fix right now. But then this could all change. But like, that's what I'm working with right now.
Yeah. I mean, the doing nothing part is exactly what happens to me on a lot of days where I'm like, I have no plans that day. This happened a lot before too, before I had a podcast or anything. I would just wake up on the weekend and try to figure out, okay, how am I going to structure my day? I know I'm going to the gym, but having all these projects gives me something to always work on.
See, yeah, but here's the thing. What popped in my mind is like, I could just edit I could have all that shit that I could edit, but I obviously need stuff for the next day. But I also have little mini content that I could create or edit. So I could fill up my rest of the day with that. But then if that shit gets so fucking, like, I just got to man the fuck up and do it because there's a lot of shit. I got to make a lot of micro content. That shit just takes forever. I gotta make, because like now that I'm getting like into the, like, I guess the swing of things out here, maybe that'll help, because I've just been so like, I have no idea what to do. And like now, like I finally got this podcast going.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Because like what did my friend Amira, who I was with out in Cali, she said, if you're just always in your head, you lose your sense of self. Like, so are you by yourself? No, you work though. So you are with people all the time. Like, I never see human beings. Like, that's like, I think that's probably a big reason why I started this, because I don't see people.
Yeah.
Fucking ever. I see that dog, and I cannot see people from Monday to Friday unless I like go to the gym. But I won't talk to anybody.
What about like food? Do you go out ever to get food, or what do you normally do?
No, I'll cook in here. So I'll have like, I'll make like eggs, fish, whatever, shit like that. I won't go out. Like, unless my girl's here, like, then I'll go out like way too much. But like, I just never do shit.
No, I totally get that. And
I'm just always like,
it's kind of tough too when you live alone, because as someone, like, I've lived alone for the last like 4 years, and it is tough sometimes when you're just like, all right, trying to motivate yourself to just go out. I don't know, especially with like my personality type, I have a tough time just enjoying the outdoors. Like, I'm not good with that.
I fucking hate the outdoors. I hate. See, like, my thing is, it's not like going out, because I feel like that's such a, you get such, what's a fucking return? Not a return. It's a fucking diminishing returns on going out. Like, it's like, what am I gonna do? Like I could never imagine being out, because like I go out.
Yeah.
See, what I do, like, I convince myself that I should go out on the weekends with my homies.
Yeah.
And get drunk. And I don't see people. Let's go out. Let's go have a good time. I miss them. I haven't seen them in a minute. But that's like a terrible decision. Like, I totally shouldn't do that shit. Thank God we're doing this podcast on Saturday, because like, fuck you guys. I'm working, dog. But it's like, I mean, the best idea for me to be like to go to a stand-up thing. The best thing for me would be to like to go out would be to perform stand-up like 3 times a week, and that would be like my seeing people and shit. That'd probably progress me super quick as a human being.
Do you like being social? Because I mean, some people just generally don't really care too much to like be overly social. Like, where are you on that?
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out currently, because I used to be like, I obviously, to me, I'm like obviously an extrovert, because like if I'm in a crowd, like I could, depending on how I'm feeling that day, I could totally be the center of attention in a group of like any amount of people. But I also developed myself into being like a complete introvert, of like not going out or talking to people and being like a recluse, because like I saw people as like a waste of time. Like, I would sit inside and like read and like figure out what to do with life and stuff, and kind of like, because like that's what people say, like CEO or like entrepreneurship is lonely, because like if you let other people influence you type shit, because you're gonna be like because like my idea is like if you're around 4 fat people, you're gonna be the 5th fat person. 4 poor people, you're gonna be the 5th poor person. So if I just like I would just like lock myself away and just like read and just take in whatever ideas I wanted type shit. So I created myself into an introvert, I guess. So right now I'm kind of like trying to see if I feel like I'm trying to figure out, I think I need human interaction a lot, because like I'll get like anxious coming back here or whatever, like a little bit, like, or like even like just chill with my mom, because like that doesn't really count as a human being, like your parent.
No,
because like they're like they're just on your fucking asshole. So like, but like right when I got with my homies back home, I was like, it like all went away, and I was like, with people with like energy and stuff.
No, I kind of get this because I'm definitely an extrovert. Like, I literally took a test recently that determined that I'm an extrovert on like every account.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of the same way where I spend a lot of time like not going out like on the weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like content creation. I like building things. Like
Yeah.
I'm really into the bit like long-term plans like in my head. Like I
Yeah.
get visions and I like working towards that. And to me, just going out to like party and like get drunk doesn't really do much for me.
Right.
So like I definitely relate to that part of it.
See, like I think like going out and shit is like I've definitely need to stop going out because like it's the worst waste of time ever. Makes me fat as shit, costs money, hungover. But like I don't know, cause I feel like it's because I moved to the city. I'm like I'm going. It's downtown.
Yeah,
Let's
dude, it's
do it.
100%.
Yeah.
You get bought into the Chicago lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like I literally
tight.
like I've had this realization lately where I have been doing a lot of stuff because I moved into Chicago about 4 years ago, but I've lived in some other places, and I had realized that I just had been doing normal weekend getting drunk Chicago thing without even really thinking about it. I'm like, do I
Right.
actually like doing this, or have I
Yeah.
just been doing this?
Yeah.
And now I've kind of just decided that I need to be more mindful of what I'm actually doing because
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm doing stuff I don't even like.
Yeah, and I really like the idea of like working on the weekends because I'm like everybody else ain't.
Yeah.
That extra day, especially people
Getting
that are
ahead.
working on Sundays. That extra day a year, that's extra 52 days a year, bro.
Oh, dude, that's the thing about Gary Vee that like
Yeah.
Gary Vee, 100%. The reason why I work as hard as I do is because when he talks about how hard he works, I'm like, I so badly want to be able to keep up with him.
Yeah,
so badly because
You have a heart attack.
drives me crazy.
I probably, I don't know, because he has this momentum though. Like he talks about this. I feel like I lost my momentum from like the depression and anxiety thing. I think that put like I have to like get my momentum back of like being able to work like that throughout the whole entire day. And I feel like he always talks about how he's like been working this hard since he was little, so he's like used to it and he has the momentum. So like he just says over time it'll get better, which is tight. But yeah, he works like fucking crazy. He puts out like sometimes he puts out full 8-hour videos on his YouTube channel. He's like unedited, watch this fucking shit.
Yeah,
I haven't, but it's tight.
it
Works
is pretty
so
cool.
much, and like I don't get the airplane because like man, like sleep is so important to me as a human being. Like I fucking hate it. Like I'm a terrible sleeper. I don't go to sleep right away. I wake up in the middle of the night every single night. I have like a sleeping problem. But like if I don't sleep like the 8 hours, or if I fuck up my sleep schedule, it will ruin me as a human being for
No, I
like
get
3
that.
days. So like I was just like when I went to LA, like even like the not sleeping too well and shit, it just fucked me up. So I don't get how he does that. All the flights all over the world, working like crazy.
I have no idea. Yeah, that part.
And you take flights too, though.
Yeah, the flying, like the travel definitely does mess things up, especially like some of the time zone things that he does. Like I can't imagine because he does them like back to back. And it's like, whoa, dude, do you know what day of the week it is?
Like a fucking rapper.
yeah,
I don't get how it's like inhumane.
I don't know how he does that. But I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, he likes it and it fits his lifestyle. I think the
absolutely.
important thing in that is he's identified that lifestyle works for him.
Yeah, that's what I need to figure out. It's like I need to figure out my lifestyle. I have no idea. Because like obviously, because I just moved out, so it's like now you're your own human being. Now you get to figure it out.
Well, do you feel a big difference now that you've started like the Mark Carsky podcast? Like, do you feel a noticeable difference? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty new.
What do you mean?
Like energy wise, like do you feel like having more people, other like creators come over? Do you feel like that's helped you at all?
Yeah, from so far, I think so. Probably. Yeah, from like you mean like with the guests and stuff.
Yeah, just like I mean, as you said, like having kind of having these sort of social, especially because these are the social interactions that are not just like let's get drunk or like let's just be destructive or something.
Yeah, I want to go with absolutely. Yeah, because I've had because I did them in LA too. I had a couple podcasts, so yeah, I think it's definitely dope. I think it's definitely a good. Yeah, social shit's super good, super important, but it's like hard because I feel like. Well, like I know you and them, and you guys are creators and not pieces of shit. But then like it's hard because like so many people are trash.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, it was a big moment, and so for anyone who doesn't like know how Mark and I know each other, Mark came on our podcast like over a year ago, and that was a good moment to just be like working with like another like creative, just like talking to you and learning like, oh, there's people in this area who are like doing awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And it's those types of moments that I like being in the big city. I don't like being in the big city for the party lifestyle. I like being in the big city because you have a lot of people who are kind of, I mean, I'm not from Chicago. Like, I'm from Ohio originally. Like,
Yeah.
And you meet a lot of people from like all over who all have dreams and they're going for stuff. And
Yeah.
it's really cool part about being in the big city.
Why not like LA? Like, what made you pick?
Ooh. So I've actually talked about this on a recent podcast episode that I did about Chicago, but I ended up in Chicago pretty much just because it ended up happening. Like, I didn't really think that this is where I was going to end up going, but like, it's only I grew up like right outside of Akron, Ohio, which is like close to Cleveland. So a lot of times I just say Cleveland.
Right.
But it's like a 5.5 hour drive. So it's like not actually that far away. Like, it's like reasonably close.
Wait, to here?
Yeah, it's like reasonably close, like 5.5 hours away. Like, not terribly far away.
Ohio was that possibly close? I don't even know where fucking Ohio is, to be honest.
Just 2 states to the east.
I don't know where east is.
Yeah, that's like over there. it's like over there somewhere. I could
get a fucking compass.
Yeah, get a compass, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was like I had a friend here, wasn't too far away. It wasn't going to be this like monumental step. Like I thought about LA, but LA was going to be such a gigantic. I like making incremental changes. I know a lot of times people like want all these drastic changes. I'm the complete opposite. I firmly believe that like when people make huge changes like that, it ends up just screwing them up because they either get discouraged by the huge change. I think like you should make pretty big changes. For example, if you're going to diet, like you should make pretty big changes, but like huge drastic diet changes immediately, I think it's stupid. I think you should like ease into it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think there's like also like a lot that comes like did you like learn that somewhere or did you like learn that over time?
I learned over time from like failing at certain things, being like, okay, yeah, that didn't work. I should probably like ease into it because it works. Here's the thing too. Nothing that I say like it necessarily means that it works the best for you, but like
no, he's definitely right though. No, because like here's the thing though, because like that's definitely true though for like human beings though. Because I always tell people that too. Because I'm like, if you're gonna start like dieting and you're super fat, okay, I'm like start walking around, like fucking walk. Okay, go to the gym and don't fucking start benching while running at the same time. Okay, just fucking do some light shit and get used to it, get comfortable. Don't fucking overwhelm yourself and eat some brown rice and raw and just chicken right off the bat, man. You're gonna it's gonna be too much. Like ease into it because like I feel like a lot of people, well, they get excited about see, here's the thing, because most people are fucking garbage. Okay, so if you present them with this idea of like starting off smaller or something. I don't know. I feel like most people aren't even going to implement things that they learn. Like I feel like people have to like learn, like hear things a bunch until they're like, okay, I don't even know what it takes for somebody to actually implement an idea that would be beneficial for them. Because I feel like a lot of people hear things that they're just like, yeah, of course. Like everybody fucking knows you should eat better and work out. Nobody does it, especially in America. Like I wonder what it takes for somebody to like take, like why? Of course, everybody's different, but like why? Is that fucking thing you just heard now? Like, there's gonna be one person who's like, maybe I will try and ease into ballet instead of just going with my balls out.
Dude, the easing into things approach, I swear, is like it's so much better though. Like, it could be the smallest thing. Like if someone they never eat vegetables, like eat one salad a week. Just try it, and see what it's like, and then maybe eventually that'll lead to because. What happens is it makes everything a little bit easier when you've changed the floor. It's like, okay, well now because for me this has been something like with my diet I've tried to like make it better and better over time, but it wasn't like I didn't just abruptly try to clean everything up. I just decided, you know what? I'm eating pizza like every single week. Maybe like I only eat pizza every other week.
Just like once a week? That's not,
and then I start
I want pizza.
Cutting it down.
Yeah, see, that's smart. But like you're also like see, like, your day is not, like, another human being's day, right? Like, obviously, neither is mine, but, like, yours, like, it's, like, I feel like you've definitely, well, you've probably figured that out, though, of, like, have you, like, looked into, like, how long it takes for a habit to change, or, like, how to, implement a habit and stuff, right?
Well, I've heard people talk about it before. I don't read, so that's something I like.
Like, have you, like, researched? Oh, you don't read at all? Well, I kind of had that feeling. Fucking first of all, little Gary V. clone. Like, of course you don't read.
Yeah.
But like, did you look at like up online, like, oh, I'm trying to change this? Like, how long does the habit take to form? Or like,
I definitely get most of my information from like videos, like undoubtedly, like video, any like short little like tiny thing I can get to get information.
See, because like I mean, this is so obvious, but this might be also the people who might be watching. But like, you obviously do things purposefully. Like other people just kind of like let life. I would say this is 95% of people. They just like let life control them, and they're just like, oh shit, I have no idea how I got to 300 pounds and married to this fat fucking slob type shit. Like people, I don't know, because you obviously, because like your day, people will leave work, come home and just fucking watch TV.
Oh yeah,
and go to sleep. Like that's my mom. That was my dad. That's every fucking person, pretty much, right? And the difference is the people who don't. Mm-hmm. So for people to watch this, I think the thing they should ease into is starting to work a little bit when they get home on a project.
Yeah, and to be fair, when I first moved to Chicago, I have incrementally built up to where I'm at now. When I first moved to Chicago, I remember I would get done with my work days and be like, all right, I'm kind of tired. Yeah. But like I would tough it out and like get to the gym. I'd be like, all right, like, and I felt good. And then it was, I'm going to get to the gym and then I'm going to, I don't know, try to do one other thing. And then I just kept building it. And then now I'm at the point where I'm like, is there a point where I'm going to stop adding things? Because eventually I'm not going to sleep.
Have you, see, to me, that sounds like, what I learned like is that willpower is like a battery that you can exercise. It's like a muscle battery type shit. So like you have a finite amount of willpower in a day, but you can exercise that willpower. So like, for instance, like if somebody, like, let's say I noticed this. It's like when the first time the lesson really presented itself live to me in real life, I was like at work all day telling people, no, I don't want any of the shitty fattening food. No. And I was working miserable, didn't want to be there. Mm-hmm. Also like reading in the lunchroom, fucking killing it. And like not eating any of the shit that people brought in. Got home without even thinking, my face was like in a donut. And I was like, because my willpower was gone, right? You got to exercise the willpower. So like what I would used to do is like I would like almost eat something fattening and then I wouldn't exercise that fucking willpower. Or like I don't know any other way, but like just doing the thing, like because right now I'm listening. Do you know who like Jocko Willink is? Jocko Willink. Actually, his name is on the book right behind you. This black book. How is it pronounced? Jocko Willink, the black one.
Jocko Willink?
Yeah. He's like a Navy SEAL. Been watching a lot. I've just been watching him recently. He might help me out.
Joko? I have no idea.
That's probably like a really good name for him. He probably gets called that and he probably tells people to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You're probably like, that could be nice when you call me Jerry.
Could be nice.
But yeah, he just talks about just like doing it. I don't know. Cause I guess like nowadays, like I'm just having like a problem with just doing stupid shit. Just doing like if you saw my fucking room with all the clothes, like I'm just like I don't want to fucking do that. But I need like especially with like the little. I just got to get back into what you're doing. Where you're just like how much.
Well, the mundane tasks, I hate them. I admit like I'm not so good at it. That's why I try to figure out a way that if I'm going to do this mundane task, I have to do something else. So like a lot of times I'll like I'll be like blasting like heavy metal and like trying to like rock out while I'm.
That's why I always have music playing. Like my mind is like. Or like I'm high. I'm like, I'm going to get high and edit this fucking video. Because like it's not the best. Like I cannot wait to hire somebody to edit my videos for me. Like once I got the intern to do the thumbnails, I'm like, oh, this fucking feels so good. I don't got to do this shit. And I get somebody to edit. I'm probably going to come. I'm going to come.
What is your least favorite part of the process of being a content creator?
I would say my least favorite part is being at the fake mercy of your fan base is the worst part of it. I can live with everything else. I got to get past that really bad. That's really
interesting. Like what specifically do you feel like you're at the mercy of?
I know for a fact that if I was to do anything different, even if I did a different series that wasn't 90 Day Fiancé, the views would drop 75%. And it's just like, gotta get that fucking paycheck.
So which is stupid. Does that feel like a lot of pressure?
No, I don't give a fuck. But like, it's gonna have to happen. I guess it's just kind of like one of those things where just like with stand up, it's like gotta do it. Like I don't have to fucking do anything. I don't gotta do shit.
Yeah, no, you don't do shit.
Especially with stand up though, because that's like, see, I don't know, because to me it's like both the hardest things in the world. Because like right with switching up your content, like you will always have it fall off. Because it's different. Or I could be wrong. It could just take off like crazy. Like, I don't fucking know. But, like, I also don't know what I want to do differently. Like, I have no idea. Because, like, I also want to do the skits. But then, like, it's so different. And then I figure out how to do them. And I know that there's this thing I have to learn. And I guess because, like, over time, I think, like, something that I've noticed from growing up is like when you come up with an idea, like if you tell, like if my, okay, so I took a huge shit in Amira's house, right? And it was like this big.
Oh, like legit. Okay, all right.
Swear on my fucking life, this big. It was so long. It went through.
There's no way a toilet's not even that big. So, it was like that long. So
and it went
like,
through, yeah.
Dude, like coiled in there? Like what?
It went through the pipes. Like it was like a snake. It was so good. It was one piece. I felt like I lost 4 pounds.
Oh
okay.
my.
So, and it couldn't flush, of course. So Amira goes, why don't we just grab it? And I go, you're just saying shit, okay? You're not thinking of what it's going to take to grab that poop, okay? You're going to squish through the fibers of my shit. Like you're just saying the idea, okay? And that's kind of how like I feel like a lot of people are, or like how I was as a kid, right? Like oh, I want to do this, but you don't really think about the steps in between getting to that point of wanting to do that thing. Cuz like now when I'm like, damn, okay, let's say I want to do like a clothing video, because like people have been like, oh, that's a cool outfit, man, show us that. I'm like, I know what it's gonna take to get the shit in camera, to make it all look good, and then I gotta get the like how am I gonna set up the audio, what's it gonna look like, what am I gonna talk about, how am I gonna edit this shit all together, I gotta rewatch it, I might not like it, there's gonna be this emotional barrier to all of this. Right? And you get watch, you're like, I don't know if this is that good, like all of these things before you even like I don't know, because like, do you see what I'm saying? Like where I'm like, now I know that it takes all of those steps. I see like all the steps instead of like the idea. So like with the skit idea, I'm like, man, I gotta set up multiple camera angles. I gotta do like jokes. I don't know, like there's just all these things. When I gotta film, I gotta see if it's good, and then you gotta put it out. But like, I think what I'm worried about is if I'm gonna, which is stupid because I know I have infinite ideas, but I'm like probably worried of like the losing ideas. I'm not really sure what I'm worried about, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, to me this sounds exciting, but I guess I can kind of get the fear of the 75% drop. I feel like that's kind of scary. Does it?
I think over time, I think it's a good risk though.
Definitely,
Net gain
100%.
over time.
I mean, I'd push you to do it for sure. I think
I'm definitely gonna do
it.
Like,
I think it's a great idea.
Because like, yeah, especially, I mean, like the worst case scenario would be I could not afford this place at all. I'd have to like move back in with my mom, which I would do. I would fucking sack the fuck up. No, dude, it'd be embarrassing as shit. But I could probably do other things where that wouldn't have to happen. I could probably, like, because a 75% drop, like, you're not making the payments on this fucking apartment. Like, that's nothing. But I don't know, because like it's a net gain in the long run, which is way more important than the short term. I think another underlying thing is like me being scared of like it, for some reason not being funny, an original idea for some reason not being funny, which to me is like ludicrous. But I think I've kind of had this kind of thing in the back of my mind of that for some reason. After the last super bad bombing on stage, I kind of am like, damn, do I try? Like, I don't even know why I'm like kind of even second guessing, which is stupid because it's my full-time job to be a comedian. But I'm like, I guess the originality and whole premise of the idea is scaring me if I can deliver the whole overarching premise and deliver all of it.
It's super interesting to hear you say that because like you definitely come across like super confident in the Wineboxpapi character. So I think for you, what's been great is you having this other like YouTube channel and like doing stand up. I feel like putting yourself in these multiple different things. I feel like to me, I would think it would become easier to eventually just become more comfortable branching out. Because I feel like you right now what you're doing to me sounds like the incremental thing where it's like, okay, you got Wineboxpapi, like you're crushing this, like you got this figured out. Yeah. It's like, all right, now I'm gonna do this Mark Carsky podcast, and I've also got stand up. I feel like you're incrementally putting yourself in some different spots where it's like, well, what could come on this channel? Like anything. Like you've got full control of this. Like if you want to throw some weird shit on here, you can give it a shot. Like as long as you have the best part figured out, which is you have Wineboxpapi. Like this guy, people think he's funny. Yeah. I think he's funny. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Sometimes he's a dick.
Yeah,
but that's what we like about him. We like that he's a dick sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the best thing that you're doing right now is putting yourself out there and like finding other people and like I don't know. I feel like your mind is in like a really good spot with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really excited to like see you do some skits and to do some of this. Do some of this like different stuff too.
See, like I feel like it is. I appreciate that, by the way. But like, yeah, I feel like. See, I'm excited. I'm excited too for the skits because like I feel like I don't know. See, because I kind of look at it this way because I feel like I definitely am super confident. Like when I'm fucking making a YouTube video, like I'm just like,
100%. It shows.
I'm in that bitch. I'm not even thinking, dog.
It shows.
Thanks, man. Like, but because like I would want the skits. I don't know. Is like this new change, this new like. I don't know. I feel like people will notice if like, cause like now, I don't know. This might be just too egotistical. I don't know. Cause like I feel like when I look over old channels, cause I feel like I definitely am super confident this Wineboxpapi will be huge one day, absolutely. And like if people like look over the catalog, they'll see the definitive changes in the content of like when things started to like change and stuff. So I kind of want it to not be a mediocre first thing. I want it to be like to people be like
Dude,
you know.
This makes me feel like there's an underlying like fear of failure a little bit with something. Like
yeah, that might
I
be.
definitely see a little bit of this. Like
I feel like I'm totally open about it too. Like I'm totally am kind of like
not even necessarily that you're hiding it, but just like you're afraid to try something because it's like you feel like you've been successful. It's kind of like Michael Jordan was like this great basketball player, then he went on to go play some like baseball, and I wonder if any part of him was like, damn, I really got this basketball thing figured out. Like, should I really like try this baseball thing? Yeah,
probably. Fuck yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, not to say that it's like exactly the best comparison, but I think there's an element.
I'll
that
take
it's
the
like
Michael Jordan comparison. No,
I mean,
go higher.
Yeah,
that's it.
Dude, you like the white Michael Jordan?
I get that all the time. Dude, that's hilarious. I wanted to be an NBA player so bad when I was little. I used to tell everybody that they were going to give me Michael Jordan's number. I was going to be so good. Didn't happen. Yeah.
Dude, it like came close though. Like there was a couple scouts that were like,
could happen still.
This dude can ball.
I'm playing ball. I'm playing 2K all day.
This Wineboxpapi on your jersey.
Yeah. I'm gonna go fuck. Huh. I mean, it does. Here's. Yeah. Probably right. See, I mean, but like, here's the thing though, because like, I don't know. You're definitely right. See, because I've been kind of thinking of that. I'm like, I think this like one thing I kind of like. Obviously, it's like to really because I don't give a fuck what people think. But it's really coming off like I do,
dude. Well, that's the thing. Look at Eminem is like the classic example. Like, I don't give any fucks about anyone says, and it's like, yeah, but like you obviously actually do because by having any reaction shows that you actually do care. Like if like your ex says like, I don't give a shit about them, it's like, well, by you saying that, like you kind of do.
Yeah.
Like if you just didn't talk about them at all, like that would probably show that you actually didn't care.
That's a good point.
It's like inevitable, and you should care to a certain extent. It's like your damn career. Like you want to be successful. You don't want to do something that feels like it's letting people down because you are at the point where you have people who do have an expectation. So I feel like
people are like, I haven't woken up. They're like, because like it's part of their day too.
Dude,
like,
exactly.
I always like I don't forget about that because like here's the thing. Like I was talking to Amira about this, of like I don't understand the. Oh my God, that content creator posted a new video today. Yes, there's a new video out today. I don't understand this shit at all. Because like I don't watch creators as much like Gary Vee. And there's millions of videos of content. Like I don't even probably watch the Gary Vee channel. Like, there's just other people clipping content for him.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with that. But like for me, my thing is for music. Like there's been some bands where I've like absolutely loved them. And then they release something. And I'm like, I don't really feel this. Like, it's not as good. And I feel like I'm a little bit let down. Like when they tried something, I like when bands experiment with their sound, but there's been times where like a band dropped something that was experimental that I didn't really like that much. And I kind of wish it sounded a little more like their old stuff. And that's kind of what I equate this as like a similar thing to. It's like you have this like really hardcore fan base like really into what you're doing, and then you drop something that's a little bit different. And like some people are going to be like, this rocks. And some people are going to be like, I don't really like I didn't feel this.
So do you think I should go like, all in? No. See, like, should I dabble with it and do the right? Like, I do want to do the reactions forever. Like, that shit's always.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is, like, I don't think you have to even stop what you're doing now. I think you could just, like, do other things.
I could do all of it at once, yeah.
Yeah, just, like, I mean, it might be more work, but, like.
Yeah, I mean, I need more work. Like, I don't mind it at all. Because, like, I've been, like, trying to force myself to, like, play video games, do other shit. I'm like, I can't. Yeah. This sucks. Like, this isn't relaxing. I'm just thinking about
I bought a Nintendo Switch just to, like, occasionally get me to chill out and, like, play it.
I had a Nintendo Switch on me. Fucking going to LA, fucking just on my person. Didn't touch it. I fucking turned on Skyrim. I'm like, this is the fucking most. I'm gonna fucking edit a video right now.
Really?
I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna build a house.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, I don't play the Switch very much. As much as I'm like Mario Odyssey, I'm gonna play this all the time. I'm like,
I'm a huge fucking nerd, like video game.
Yeah.
Like, I got a fucking Nintendo 64 tattoo. Like, I used to play video games fucking.
I was going to say, yeah, you got the
11 to 14 hours a day when I was a kid.
Okay, you were really a big gamer.
Oh, my God. Like, the moment I woke up, go get food, downstairs video games all day. And it was my life. I want to be like a video game journalist. I want to talk about video games. I want to be on G4.
You're hardcore.
Oh, you have no fucking idea.
Yeah,
oh man, I got
shit.
like Funko Pops. Oh, I got tons of shit like that. Huge fucking nerd, but not any fucking more, at all. It's like just gone. Feels like a dead part of me.
Dude, I kind of get
super
that.
recently too.
I've been having this thing recently where I'm like, the things I used to just like really be really into, I'm just like, it doesn't matter as much to me now.
Like what? Give me an
It's
example.
kind of weird. Well,
I gotta pee so
I'm
bad.
trying to
Actually, you think about that. I'm gonna go pee
Okay.
really quick. Holy fuck.
do what you gotta do. You do you. I don't think I have a good example of what we were gonna talk about. I'm
I don't
blanking
even
out on
remember
anything.
what we were talking about. What were
We
we talking about?
talking about things that about me that have changed as I've gotten older. I think like maybe just the need to just hang out with. Like I think I used to just like chill more. Like let's just like sit down and like drink Mountain Dew and like I don't know, just talk about stuff.
That's like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm like I don't know.
I don't even know
think
who the
it's-
camera's on right now. I think it's you. Okay. I'll take that. It's probably on you the entire time. I'm gonna keep that all in.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was I give like the worst example ever, but like I don't know. I just feel certain parts of me, the things I care about, I'm really invested in. I feel like I've changed over time. Like, I used to just always like I have to have a girlfriend. Like if I have a girlfriend, like everything's awesome. And like I don't have a girlfriend, like things are fine.
Yeah, that's weird. Like people always feel like they have to be in relationships.
Yeah, I don't have that feeling like I used to have it anymore. Like I still like I at some point would like to be in a relationship, but like
Latinas,
yeah, if you're out there,
hit him the fuck up. Look at his face. Hit him up.
is that a nice close up?
I
I
can see
can't
it.
wink. I wish I could.
Really?
I really can't wink. I can't wink, but I can. What can I do? I can.
What can I do? What's another talent that I have that could...
I can do this.
That's better.
I'm like the best in the world at that. I'm
You
convinced.
might be. I take the longest baths in Chicago.
Really? How long? Longest one ever. Let's hear it.
8 hours.
8 hours.
No, I'm
That's probably
joking.
long.
Totally joking.
You're probably right then. It's pretty long.
That is pretty. I'd be super pruny, looking like a raisin. Okay. Let's see. What else could we talk about on the spot? Should we just wind it? Because I'm gonna have recurring guests like Joe Rogan. So you'll be back,
Oh yeah,
motherfucker.
100% we'll be back. We'll be back whenever.
Yeah, you'll be back. Brandon's gonna come separately so we can talk shit about you.
Ooh,
And
could
then-
be nice.
And then both of you.
Dude, yeah, why not?
And then you. We should just me, you, and the whole other podcast guys. We should all do one here.
I'd be cool with that.
You and Brandon
Why
could sit on the couch. We'll all sit here, and I'll have a bunch of cameras everywhere, and everybody will have mics.
Dude,
I have
as long as I don't
6
have the webcam one again. Let's look at this here. I'm all like,
Oh, I'm the
pixelated.
only one who's gonna have a big camera
I'm
on me.
just kidding.
Fuck faces. You guys are all gonna look like shit. I gotta figure out why the fuck both of them aren't working. I think I know why, and it kind of pisses me off a lot, to be totally honest with you.
Dude, I blame Steve Jobs.
Same. Yeah, fuck him. He's dead, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone.
good.
I blame Steve Jobs.
That'd be tight. 6-person podcast. That'd be cool.
Look, that's a lot. I honestly wonder with all those people who would talk the most. I would think it would be you, but
Yeah,
other than that,
it would also be my house.
yeah. I wonder.
You would
after
talk a
that.
lot. Not in a bad way. I feel like
that would
Brandon would talk a lot. That's his name, right?
Yeah,
He feel like he would talk a lot.
he might.
In a good way.
Yeah.
I feel like saying talk a lot's bad.
No, I'm not.
He's your co-host. You're like, fuck him. I'm kind of sick of him taking all the spotlight.
He's always
who has a
taking the
bigger follower count?
On Instagram, Brandon. On YouTube, me.
Who gets more bitches DMing them?
Is that even a
Brandon.
question?
Or, I tried to cover shit like thinking of like what we talked about last time. So like, do you like the concept of working with him as well as working alone, right? Like, which one do you prefer?
I love them both.
Yeah,
Actually, going to Minnesota to visit him recently made me realize how much I genuinely enjoy our dynamic together because like we are definitely different, but we play off each other well because our communication style with one another, we can like anticipate how to help the other person. Like,
Yeah.
we really feed
That's
well off each
really,
other.
really, really good, especially for like podcasts.
Yeah.
With hosts.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. See, what was I about to say? What the fuck? My brain just completely
Dude, you're about to enlighten all of us with some of my real knowledge here. Knowledge.
knowledge.
I'm Ty Lopez.
That is super good though that you guys could do that. That's tight.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It just completely left me. That's crazy.
It's gonna be incredible. There's gonna be something better than Grant Cardone.
Grant?
Dude,
I don't
better
know.
than Grant Cardone. Dude.
I don't know about that.
I
Grant's
hate
pretty
that
great.
guy. Dude, I hate
He's a Scientologist.
him. Is he?
Yeah.
Dude,
So he's the truth.
drives me nuts. That
Wow.
guy. Dude, as I said it before, Ty Lopez, I don't get how he did this. I don't know how he got so big.
He just bought a bunch of YouTube ads.
He just bought a bunch of YouTube ads and like ended up being like the most mediocre person. Everyone's like, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. That's the whole reason why
Yeah,
he's did it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He lived on a farm, and then the guy gave him books, and he was like, "That's it, knowledge."
I can get so much knowledge from reading these
Damn.
books.
And he changed my life too. But fuck Ty Lopez, for real.
Yeah, that's
Get fucked.
that's the interesting part. He was like actually like an inspiration to you in a way.
Yeah, but then he's also like this sales tunnel, like it's all to a funnel of a sales pitch.
Oh, no, he's like one of the worst at that. I feel like.
Yeah. I almost bought a $10,000 Grant Cardone class once.
Oh, I wish I didn't know that.
I said it in my video. Well,
Steven reacts to marketing. Oh my god. Dude.
almost. Well, here, this is why, because I left college, right? And I was like, 10 grand. I was like, that's nothing compared to like college. It's expensive. It was like a sales thing. I was like, it's just so dumb. I'm such an idiot. I didn't do it though. And I invested in myself instead.
Yeah,
See kids' knowledge. And after this, you could go to my sales class that I have down below for $97.99 a month.
Can you imagine what that class was actually like? All right, so we're gonna do.
I think it was just like a bunch of videos.
Yeah, we're gonna do a call here. Why aren't you
disappointed in
doing
myself.
business with me?
I want my
hate 'em.
virginity back so bad. Okay. All right. Should we end this shit? We gotta make that skit about the prostitute. We gotta
I
make
was
a
gonna
skit.
say, dude, we're holding off on
Yeah,
this.
we gotta make something. We gotta do that.
It's gonna be so good. It's
I gotta-
incredible,
I gotta pitch you an idea for it.
dude. I'm stoked.
Yeah, we should write a sketch or something. All right, cool. All right. Thanks so much for listening and watching. You can listen everywhere but SoundCloud, because I'm not paying for that shit. Down below for all of his shit. Go ahead. Tell people where to find you.
Yo, you can find me
Yo.
at yo. You can find me. God, I'm the worst from taking your stuff. I hate myself now.
I'm gonna sue you.
You're gonna sue me? Oh, shit.
I didn't even make up the EO thing. So.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny part. Like,
So
my
go
friend said I kind of took it.
And I was like, it was funny.
Dude, I totally do that too. A lot of stuff that could be nice, not even something that I.
Well, see, here's the thing with me though. Like, I love how I ended, then we just start talking about something else. Like that happens with me on my podcast. I ended, I'm like, oh, well, here's a good idea. Like, if I hear something funny, I'm like, I'm way funnier than this person. I deserve this. It's been given to me. Thank you, God. And I just
Yeah.
take that shit. I'm like, I will make this good,
No, I feel
and people
that.
will hear it.
That's why I'm always like, could be nice. I didn't come up with that, but I took it, made my own.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. All right,
Yeah,
where
why
do
not?
people find you?
Yeah, you can
bitch ass?
find me on YouTube and everywhere. Pretty much is at Stephen Russell B, and that's people don't know how to spell Stephen a lot of times. It's with a V, or Russell has two S's and two L's, and then B. You know, like
Is it
A,
supposed to have
B.
two L's?
Has two S's and two L's.
it supposed to have two
That's what
L's?
I'm saying. It's what I'm saying.
I don't know about that. Okay,
Yeah, two S's,
That'll
two
be-
L's. Find me
that'll-
everywhere. Everything
I'll be
Must Go
done.
podcast too. You can find me on that.
Yeah, everything will be down below. Same with me. Buy some ringtones, buy some clothes, or give me free money. Like, you don't have to buy shit. You don't have to get shit out of it. You can go to patreon.com/Wineboxpapi if you want to see my vlogs and all that stuff and support me and my beautiful dog. Myles, I love you. You look great. You look good. And so do you. Mwah. Okay.
Bye.